Hey, are we live?
Can you see me?
I don't know. I can't even hear myself. Check, check. Huh. It's weird because we should be live. We should be able to hear us.
Maybe reboot the internet.
we tried that. We've tried to reboot.
That's the extent of our fucking knowledge on that shit.
Yeah, we tried to reboot everything. It probably helps if I turn my microphone on. That helps too. Go ahead, Matt. Are you over there?
Check.
Okay, I can hear you, and let's see if I can hear.
Check.
Yes, I can hear Tim Snail. This is the Old Stonies. We're about 20 minutes late. We have had some internet issues here in this building. Hopefully that you can.
We got that shit figured out.
I hope so. I hope so. But with us today on the Old Stonies podcast is Tim Snail from Wicked Kind here in Portland, Oregon. Welcome.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here and see you gentlemen again.
Good to see the old homies, yeah.
It's been a while.
If
I
there
think
was
we
ever
all
a-
started in the same building in the cannabis
Damn
industry.
straight.
I think you're right. And the fact is that we're all Old Stonies. This is the first show I think we've had where we're all old. We're actually here and
52.
52. Woo, you got me.
Am I
He's the old
oldest here?
timer. You
I'm
are.
the
You got me by a
grandpa
couple
here.
of years, buddy.
I'm always the grandpa, bro.
You're the grandpa.
Always.
we don't-
Everywhere I go.
We only have a couple viewers, but of course everybody was expecting us 20 minutes ago, so here we are.
But hello to our two viewers.
Yeah, thanks. Hello, guys. We are currently on several different platforms at the moment, just so you know. Yeah.
Justin's double checking to make
I'm
sure
just
we're actually
double-checking.
online.
Yeah, I'm making sure that we're on because when you have technical problems that keep you from starting when you're actually supposed to start.
No idea. What
That's what freaks me out the most is when
or what the password is. I stay off that shit.
Oh yeah, it looks good on his. Doesn't look so good on ours for the most.
So
part.
Tim, I always find it interesting in this industry that us being the Old Stonies, we tend to work with a lot of the younger generation.
Yep.
And it's just kind of funny talking to them about how we used to interact with cannabis and how different it is today. I think people are amazed that we used to actually scrape our pipes and shit like that, or
resin, man.
or just put the nug in the middle of the pipe to resonate it.
Oh,
I think that
used
was
to-
the best. That was like the best thing you could do. And nowadays I'm looking at that, I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck were we thinking?
I used to
don't
fake
know.
people out and sell ball resin to them as hash.
That's freaking
Pull the
funny.
old switcheroo on them.
I had somebody fucking sell me some weed in
I
the
think
park
one
blocks
time-
one time, and I think it was the yellow pages they had stomped out, put it in a baggie. I fell for that one, hook, line, and sinker.
You fell for it, huh?
Oh, I did.
Oh,
I'm embarrassed to even mention that, but I did.
By the fingers.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yep.
Yeah. 3-finger bag. All right.
Oh yeah, you were always like stoked to get something like that. But
Well, and you are pretty deeply seeped in the old music industry around here in Portland, starting in the 80s, probably late 70s.
Well,
In the clubs trying to geed, was there a weed fairy floating around or some shit?
I grew up in East LA.
Okay.
I moved to Oregon in 1990 to work for Volcom, the snowboard skateboard company.
That's dope.
But I grew up in
That's
East
freaking
LA, rock scene down there.
Fuck yeah.
I grew up when the first mohawk I had was a red mohawk, and I fought construction workers, jocks. I mean, they came at you. So,
What year was this?
wow.
And I also grew up in a neighborhood where you don't, if you don't live in our neighborhood, don't come in our neighborhood.
Yeah. We had a few
Really?
places like
Oh,
that here
yeah.
in Portland, man. North
Wow.
Portland, after it gets dark, you ain't from around these parts. Fuck out. I mean, the cops wouldn't even go in there in some places.
Wow, I had no idea.
Nope. Yep. I grew up East LA, born in Highland Park, Boyle Heights, Lincoln Heights, that whole area.
Fuck.
Briefly, I was in Sunland, Tahunga area, which was pretty weird. It was like horse property in LA, which was crazy. It's sort of like country, but
Yeah.
so close to LA. And then, I was always involved in the music scene, was in several bands in the early 80s.
Yeah.
And you always had the dudes that came around slinging weed.
Always. So my brother has a degree in horticulture. So, and he was also part of, these guys called the Monkey Boys, they were doing some big shipments in LA. And growing up in LA, man, we would get weed from all over the world. We would get chocolate Thai stick. We would get, really good Colombia weed. We'd get weed from NorCal. I never got a lot of Oregon weed growing up. And then when I moved here, I moved to Southern Oregon in 90. And I mean, I could not get weed from nobody.
Really? I would say I was in Southern Oregon in the 90s. And the shit had to come up from Humboldt.
Yeah. And I was shocked because I literally thought I was going to come here to the Mecca. To what it is now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I tell you what, that weed that in the early 90s, the weed that came up from the Emerald Triangle was unlike anything I have ever fucking seen before, because I was a kid, so I didn't really have the good homie hookups. I always got the brick weed or the seeded stuff. Every once in a while something would trickle down from BC or Seattle. For the most part, we were always looking for that fucking Humboldt. Always those nice light green lime. Back in the day, kids, I'm telling you, the weed was really good. I'm sure they were growing it with a bunch of chemicals we don't want to smoke these days.
No,
we didn't fucking care.
I smoked a lot of Vashon Island Indoor and things like that up, being from the Seattle area, Gig Harbor area, a lot of lower key motorheads growing in their garages and things like that. Stuff though, always good. We had some good ground there. Brett Bogue from Apothecary Genetics. He's a big one. He's the king of Kush. We've had some pretty good growers up in Washington, but I haven't seen like I've seen in Oregon though.
No, especially right now.
I mean,
there's real.
I would
say there's 30, 35 guys in Oregon that are just growing some of the best weed you've ever seen and smoked in your life.
Huh.
And I have friends in the cannabis industry in California. And I have a lot of friends down. I mean, I've done everything high every day of my life since I was 12 years old. I mean, high every day.
Right.
Wow. I have such crazy ADD that once I discovered weed when I was 12 years old, it like grounded me.
Yeah.
I know it affects everyone different,
sure.
But for me personally, I need it to just function on a daily basis,
Same
or else
for me.
I'm a scatterbrain.
My last tolerance break was the day before I started smoking weed.
Yeah.
That's good. Just so people know they're joining us right now, this is the Old Stoney's podcast. We had a huge technical delay at the beginning of the program. We couldn't get the internet up and running. So we're up now. We got a couple people watching. I know we're on YouTube, the Talkcast PDX YouTube channel. Facebook Live might not be working just because we were so late. But we're definitely on YouTube right now. So thanks for the one or two people that are checking us out right now. We'll get some residuals later. We average about a couple hundred views. So
nice.
Yeah, we try. But then we also have the audio podcast. We take the audio and put that out there as well.
Awesome.
But with our partners at Talkcast PDX, the only reason we're at the Gras studio today because we wanted to smoke some weed because when we're at our other studio, we can't really smoke there because there's a bunch of stiffs in the building.
Like I said, I do everything high. So I got to do the interview high.
And that's a nice little segue into doing these days.
What do you got, man?
All right, came from Wicked Kind. Tell us about the goodies.
All right, so we been in business for about 5 years. I came over. I started in the cannabis industry with you guys, back in the old school days.
Yeah, movement.
I've been around cannabis my whole life, so that was a plus. And I learned sales working for Vulcan for 21 years. I was a sales rep for 5 years. I knew a lot of guys that grew on the other side of the fence, if you know what I mean. And so they were always telling me as cannabis was coming closer to being legal that I should become a salesperson in cannabis. And I was like, that's a great idea because, the industry I was in was dying. Stores were going out of business. Yep. There's no new stores opening up. And cannabis,
This is the clothing business.
This is a clothing business. Sorry, I should have
you're okay.
been more more.
You're fine,
skateboarding and snowboarding boomed for 20 years, and then it just fell off a cliff. So
no pun intended.
No pun intended. As soon as cannabis came in, boom, I got a job. Thank you, Troy. He gave me my first opportunity. I learned a lot of stuff. I worked with, back then,
Yeah, totally.
I was selling 7 of the best farms from day one.
I know. Yeah,
Yep.
you're in a lucky position.
Remember, I used to be like, I broke my record. I sold 90 jars today.
We don't have any jars left.
So that was a real plus for me to work with those brands and learn a lot about top shelf, high quality cannabis.
Right.
And then I went and skirted around, and then I wound up meeting Saint and the boys at Wicked Kind, who come from the snow skate industry where I came from. And it was like a match made in heaven. And I've been there 3 now, all the sales and marketing for them. And we also just launched a clothing company with, we're in surf shops, skate shops, snowboard shops, and cannabis stores with our clothing line.
I got the pink hat.
Pink is punk, and all the sales from the pink hat goes to the Susan G. Komen.
I love that
relief for breast cancer.
Right on.
Then you brought us some hoodies and stuff that we got. We'll bust one out here and show people here in a second.
All right, so let's talk about some herb that we're doing.
Let's hear about this weed.
Our new genetics and strains that we just popped. So we just harvested a room of a bunch of new stuff that we've been focused for a while. We've kept our 2 dope cup winning strains.
Yeah, I was going to ask you.
We've kept those.
What were those 2?
So we won most potent in 2018 dope cup with our Alien Rock Candy, and we won best hybrid with the Mac 1. And those 2 have consistently just produced and tested high for us.
Fuck yeah, they do.
So
nice.
we've kept those definitely on our menu going forward. And
I remember seeing both those cuts from that dope cup, and I was looking around at some of the other offerings this year. And I'm like, shit, dude, these guys got to start stepping it up. Wicked Kind's coming hard, dude.
Yeah, when I got there, it seemed to just all blend perfectly. I remember when they showed me the strain, it's not really sexy looking strain, right? It actually looked like, you ever bought rock candy on a stick?
Yeah.
That's the way the weed looks. And I was like sort of blown away. I was like, wow, it looks like rock candy.
Yeah.
And then I took a bong hit of it, and I looked at the dude, and I said, we're winning the dope cup with this. Most potent weed. And he goes, what? You're crazy. And I go, bro, you just got to believe in that. It's like you ever watch The Secret? You just got to visualize. You got to visualize and believe you're going to win. And sure enough, we went, and we not only did we win for that, we won for the Mac 1. And that was a fun night for sure.
Always is. I miss those events.
And then they coined me the guy. So I always test the weed before it goes to testing. So now they'll give I got to go test the bong hit, and then I try to guess the score, and then the score comes back. And I've literally been plus or minus 2 or 3 points, pretty right on everything for the last 3 years, which is pretty awesome.
That's cool.
Geez.
So that's why I thought it would be fun to play the game with you guys today.
Oh, shit.
We can play the game.
We can play the game.
I brought a bunch of new stuff that we got, and we'll do that when you guys are ready. But if you want to talk about some more strains we got, we have a strawberry cough, which is the original Cushman cut, which is the original strawberry cough.
It's your OG strawberry.
A lot of sativas are grown outdoor now. Stores were asking for a really good indoor one. We do a strawberry banana sativa. We've got a cookie dog.
Wow.
A gelato 41, a peanut butter breath, animal mint cookies, triple chocolate chip, Beazle. And gelato.
What's Beazle?
Beazle is a 60-40 sativa dominant sour diesel crossed with the shark haze.
Wow.
Similar to what a Runts is in the market.
Yeah.
We just call it Beazle.
That's cool.
To be different.
That's cool.
And
how often are you guys cutting down rooms?
We're taking down a room probably every 2 weeks.
There you go.
We sell out pretty much every harvest before the next one's ready, which is we're lucky.
That's where you want it.
We're a tier 1. We're not, but one of the good things about our brand, we've noticed on the sales tracking and everything, is we're always in the top 50 brands at retail. So we're a small tier 1, but our product sells at retail. And that's where you really want to see. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's people way bigger than us, but they're not even on that list.
Yeah. Shout out some of your favorite dispensaries where you can find Wicked Kind.
Oh, yeah. So Local Herb Collective out here on 162nd and Division. Yep. We're in all Khalifa locations.
Oh, that's cool. Those are all over the place.
We're in Cannabis Nation.
Okay.
We're in Bridge City Collective down here. We're in Green Hop out in Northeast. And then around the state, most of our product, I would say 80% of actually sold outside of the Portland area.
Interesting.
And I think that's just due to some people don't want to, I'm an animal when it comes to driving.
Yeah.
And I'm also an animal.
Yeah, you are.
I'm an animal when it comes to emails and communication, because that's how you win.
That's your bread and butter, baby. Yep.
So I literally have stores that will call me going, "Hey, I've been waiting for this and these people won't call me back. Can you bring me something?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow."
I'm talking to you now and I'll be there fucking tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
See you in a little bit. Yeah.
Swoop that one.
Swoop. I like that though.
And we've had, we're pretty lucky. We've been selling to the same dispensaries now since I've been there for about 3.5 years. They're all buying product every other week.
That's great. So you have your little route set up,
Yeah, but we have a route. It's almost like a Swiss watch. It just runs perfect.
You're the milkman.
We
yeah, man. That's geez.
The problem we do have is I'd like to sell to more stores.
Sure.
It's an inventory thing, and I don't want to go out and promise a store, I got inventory for you, and then not deliver. So we really have to be careful on not opening too many stores.
Right. 90% of sales is selling yourself. And if you can't keep your word, like no one's going to want to buy your product. So I completely get that.
Sales, it's the salesman makes the relationship. He can take A and leave A and bring B to them and sell them. And I've proven that over the 4 years before.
Well, I was going to ask you, I was just to say, what's like the biggest order you've ever gotten with Wicked? Like who ordered the most, like at one time?
Oh man.
Always curious.
I would say,
I just did one of these super stores.
I just did a 12.8 pound order to Mr. Nice Guy. They bought all of my gelato mo, which sometimes I don't like to do that because I would like to spread the love around.
Yeah.
But I did have 9 new strains drop, so I was like, all right,
you get rid of that.
Here's a nice fat order. Let's ditch this bin.
We did that with Geek Farms, though. We bought up every single damn gram of that Doctor
Who.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
exclusive.
There's a good one, too. I'm not afraid to tell you one thing stores know about me is I like other brands, too.
Yes.
And I'm a top shelf cannabis consumer.
Doesn't matter who grew it, just grow it right, man.
I'm not going to say, Wicked Kind is the best farm out there. We're definitely, a good farm.
Yeah, you got the hardware to back that up.
Everybody's rooms and harvests are different. One guy could have the best strain that week, and another farm could have the best testing.
Right.
I just love good weed, so I buy other brands.
Yeah,
all the stores know me. I even get texts from some of my stores. Hey, I just got this from someone. Do you want me to save you a gram next time?
Oh, that's awesome!
And I'm like, hell yeah, I want to try it.
Be back next week.
I love to try, and see what the competitors are doing. Like I said, I sold for 6 really good brands before going to Wicked Kind, and I still buy some of their strains.
Sure.
The Voyager 1.
Oh God,
I love that.
Oh,
from 7 points. Yep.
That's some of the best.
It's funny. Guys like us who have been in the industry for so long, we do tend to bump into a lot of familiar faces.
I mean,
through different companies. Like, fuck, I remember when you worked for blah, blah, blah. And,
I remember at one time at Movement, we had Geek, Green Bodie, So Fresh, Ideal,
Doghouse, Left Coast, Deep Creek.
We had fire,
7 Points,
all day fire.
Fox Flora.
Oh yeah, we had 2 walk-in coolers with like hundreds of jars of just the best weed.
That was some of the best weed I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And I might be a bit of a fanboy, but I still think Oregon grows the best fucking weed in the world.
Oh, for sure. And, you know, hopefully there'll be a day where we can export our weed to other states. Because like I said, I have friends, you know, from being in the skate and snowboard and surf industry, I have friends that live all across the U.S. And as weed becomes more legal, I get calls from them going, man, all the weed here is crap.
You're like,
you guys,
but I already see
you guys coming out here.
I already see companies like what they do for Napa Valley wine, you know, consortiums. They're for like Humboldt grown or Humboldt kind or certified Humboldt. Yeah. And a lot of these smaller tier growers are starting to band together because it's going to be these giants that come in like
it's already
like fucking Mr. Burner's place. What the fuck is that? It'll come to me. Stoner brain. Sorry about that. But we do have some very large cannabis companies that are starting to come down into our state.
Oh, yeah. And they're taking over.
These
for
smaller
sure.
tiers like you guys, you know, they may just try to beat you out by volume, but they're not going to be able to touch your quality. You know?
No, and that's what, you know, that's what we pride ourselves on is quality.
Cookies. Fuck, I knew it was going to come to me sooner or later.
There's passionate cannabis and there's corporate cannabis.
Yeah.
Passionate cannabis tends to be a lot than corporate cannabis.
I have seen way more corporate cannabis that has not turned me on at all and almost got me out of this industry. And I've met a few of these legacy companies, I like to call them, that have been in here since the start of medical, and we're into this for the plant.
I think we're ready to smoke some weed.
Get your stuff, man.
Okay, well, this is the Old Stoney's live. I think if the signal is getting out, we're barely on YouTube, and I know
we're gonna get some upgrades, man. Don't worry about it.
I think we're on Twitch too. We were not on Facebook Live. Unfortunately, you'll have to watch this at a later date. If you're watching this at a later date, you missed all the hoopla. But we have Tim Snail from Wicked Kind here with us. We're getting ready to do what are we doing? The number challenge.
I think we're going to do some blind taste testing and see what the numbers are.
Blind taste testing. That's always difficult. Not really. It's pretty easy.
Pretty easy.
But it's the Old Stoney's podcast. We don't even know what episode this is anymore. We stopped counting a long time ago. I stopped counting. But we're at the Gras studio. That's right. Gras Cannabis has a little studio over here. That
thank you very much for inviting us and building us this awesome little spot that we can puff in.
Yeah, we're here to check it out, and we're gonna. When I don't know where Tim.
Tim had a phone emergency he had to take off too.
Oh, he had a phone emergency.
He grabbed his phone and walked out. So.
Oh no! I hope
the life of a sales guy, guys. It's 24/7.
24/7, and we are live, so it's kind of like,
what
you know.
What you got there, little buddy?
Oh, I got a little thing there. Hang on one second. I gotta grab something. You're on camera there, Chief.
Oh, okay. Story time with Matthew.
Story time.
Talking about being able to and get. I got a friend. I swear to Christ, she is a weed sommelier. She can take a sniff or two of and tell you exactly where it came from and what strain it was. She is so in tune with being able to sort that kind of stuff out. It's absolutely incredible.
Sorry,
I think no worries. I think being able to taste something and be able to guess the THC level within a few prices, it's pretty fucking impressive, man. It's like
when you can do that kind of stuff. I mean, I can't do that. I can taste the terp.
Good at THC score.
If it's indoor or that kind of thing, sometimes it's hard to tell.
Well, it sounded like Tim can pick the winners and knows which ones are going to win the cup.
Yeah, no doubt.
This one's winning the cup.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
So
they're all go tell me what it is.
I got a big bong here.
All right, before we start, I want to give a shout out. All the guys that
hell yeah.
These guys make my job easy. These are the guys that really put passion to growing weed.
That's awesome.
Ryan
That's
Armstrong.
Awesome. Okay.
Taylor, Martin, Arthur, and our fearless leader, Saint.
Awesome.
For all your hard work.
Yeah,
We really
no,
do appreciate
these
it over
guys
here.
bust their
Hopefully
ass.
they'll get to hear this or see this. If not, then we're going to have you back
And
in
you
the next
guys
couple
know,
weeks.
Grow weed's a goddamn tough job.
hard,
how
man.
many companies in cannabis can say that they have all the same employees?
Very many.
None.
A lot of. I
That's
can't
an
say.
error.
What I witnessed was like, oh my God, this is insane.
I've
Every
jumped
time
more
someone got
jobs in this
fired,
fucking industry.
they
yeah.
went and ratted you out like snitch rat bastard.
Yeah, the OLCC doesn't need enforcement. They just need to wait for everyone to fucking
they just
call
wait
in.
for someone to get laid off or fired, and then they snitch you off like a goon.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah, I never even thought of doing something like that.
No
You
way,
know?
bro.
I mean, it's like, jeez, why would you
Wait, we
do
grew
that?
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
But now you guys have been in
Old
the
Stoney's
industry
code.
for a
New
while
slip,
now.
sink ships.
Those companies that are playing by the rules and dotting the I's. And
Oh
crossing all
yeah,
the T's.
it's all
Cool.
different now.
We
but
shook out all the fucking.
oh yeah, it was like
all the
Yeah.
bad black
it
magic
was like
shit.
shaking out a rug,
Yep.
getting it all out.
These
Think
dudes
about
came
all
from the black market and didn't know how to pay taxes
That's
or follow
right.
rules or like it, dude.
I think
That's
I
right.
think the last number I heard we lost 100 companies since.
Wow. Wow.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. It shows you that people were throwing money at people without any contract. I mean, the stuff I saw literally was like how
and
did
back in the
that
day,
$4 million? He doesn't even know how to count right.
back in the day,
Well,
you just
guess
walk
what?
up and go, "Hey, I've been growing weed for 30 years and I fucking know what I'm doing." The guy's like, "Okay, here's $4 million." The
Oh,
guy
yeah.
was completely
We lost.
bullshitting.
A lot of people lost a lot of money the first 2 years.
Yep.
But right now, we're looking in a really good situation. It is stabilized. Prices are good. The brands that live through all that are really good, really strong.
Mhm.
And now they're poised to start setting themselves up in other states. As
Yeah,
other states come
I
online.
think we're poised to have like some new guys come on that know what they're doing, because maybe they sat back and watched a lot of mistakes being made and said, okay, now we have a better idea of how to do real business. Because a lot of people thought, yeah, I'll just grow weed and sell it. But then they didn't think about,
It's not
wait,
that simple.
it's almost like it's like any other company. You got to have a brand. You got brand identity.
When you got these guys, this big brand recruiting locals to grow their stuff because you can't cross it across the state lines. So,
Yeah.
and I can guarantee you, they're getting better quality of weed from the people that they're hiring here to grow their weed than they would if they were.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I hate to bring up a company over and over again, but cookies.
Yeah.
If you know who's growing their stuff,
Yeah. If you didn't have the people growing the weed,
Doghouse.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you didn't have those people growing that weed, it would just be another little packet with a goofy logo on it.
Same with Wicked Kind. Those 5 guys I mentioned.
Yeah.
If any of those guys weren't there, we wouldn't be where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Absolutely.
it takes, what is it? The old thing saying it takes a village to raise a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
totally.
You put your own personal DNA into everything that you do, and
Yeah.
when that changes up, you are going to change something in that plan.
Mhm.
You
You
know.
are.
All right,
Anyway,
let's
so what do we
go.
got? man?
Absolutely.
Let's
Tim's gonna go
fucking
grab
weed.
his goodies out of his bag here. He's pick out of the bag.
And how about today being the first day of not having to do masks?
Yeah, I
Isn't that
mean,
fucking great?
It's great.
Back to normal almost.
Other than obvious technical issues today. Holy smokes!
my
All right.
lord!
Holy moly!
We
It's
got
one little
the
bag.
Diesel. We got the Mac 1. We got the triple chocolate.
Triple chocolate. Okay.
We got Animal Mint.
Animal mints. Oh my
We
god.
got the Alien Rock Candy. We got the Peanut Butter Breath.
That's one of my favorites right there.
Oh,
We got Gelato 41, and we got
Yeah.
the Strawberry Cough.
Wow.
Dear Lord. Well, I think we're gonna have to start off with the rock candy after hearing so much about it and Dope Cup winner from
All right.
2018.
Let's do that.
Yeah, strawberry cough. That was wasn't that Apothecary Genetics, one of their original?
No, that's a Cushman cut. The
Cushman
guy
cut.
that invented it.
That I was gonna say that strawberry cut is an early 2000, late
Yeah.
90s. Like that's an OG
Well,
strain, dude.
Yeah, I was curious. I know they won the Dope Cup in
Here, why don't you guys take
'98 or something.
Oh, you
Let's
weren't
snip
kidding
of
about
that. So
the
that's
bud
the-
structure on
this-
that.
Unfortunately, I don't have the score back on this today yet. So
We're going to find out later then.
But
this will be the true test. So we'll all three of us take a little taste of that. I smelled the mic.
Smell the mic.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know. Which one's this? This
I
is
call that a dirty hippie smell. Dirty hippie feet.
Yeah, it reminds me of the shit we used to smoke back in the Dead shows, bro.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
All right. So you guys want to load your own hit? That way I don't overstay.
Oh yeah, I'll just take a little snapper.
And that way you can get.
I don't take big monsters anymore.
No.
I'm
all about snapping it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, little Percy's. Little Percy's.
Yeah,
nice bong though.
Do you ever want to fuck with somebody really bad when you load your bong? Take it from the top and just watch everyone fucking melt. Everyone takes. Do you guys do the same thing? You take your weed from the bottom, and I go until I get to the top.
We used back when I was a kid, we had a dining room table that had a little gutter in it, and I would take a toothpick and scrape all this shit out and pack it in someone's bong hit, and they would choke and cough for like 5 minutes. We would laugh our asses off so hard.
Man, when I was a freshman of Southern Oregon State College back in 1990, we had a kid. His name was Bud. And he would show up every single time he'd smell incense. He'd fucking pop into the room to smoke weed. Well, my buddy found a dead fly and put it in the goddamn bowl and sprinkled some weed on top of it. And we just waited for our friend Bud to show up. And boy, shit, he came in. He downed that whole thing.
Pretty tasty.
All right.
What do you think on the score there, boss?
Man, it stung my nostrils. What's my range when you say score? You have to.
You want me to? I can give you a. Well, I don't have the test on back on this one.
Do I have to try to guess the THC?
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
So we're trying to guess THC.
Okay, I'm guessing THC, no CBD. Okay, I guess that's my goal. So I'm gonna say that's at about 22%.
Do you have a pen or something?
I do not have a pen. Down. I don't. Maybe we just use.
We'll have it
phone.
on video.
Yeah, we'll use our phones. But I'm going to say 22% THC.
22%.
22% for the alien rock candy. That's my guess. This is what I was looking for right here. I like weed that looks like it's flipping me off. I don't know if you could see that, but it looks like a little middle finger. Fuck, that stinks. That's nice.
That is really, really nice. I like the taste on that.
I got some game shows.
So I guess that wasn't right. 22% was not correct.
No, what do you guess?
I'm guessing 26. I'll put 26 down on it. Let me get my little poker out.
Hey, 27%. That was the last batch.
I was flirting with that.
He could still be plus or minus. This one's not.
Oh, you got a little jack. Oh, that's a cool little screen in there. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad I didn't pop that out with my knife.
I'm going to taste this peanut butter breath if that's okay. All right.
So I need to take a bong hit.
Oh, okay. Right? We gotta let the guy take a bong hit.
Keep Oregon kind. I like that.
Because
we got some really cool slogans and kindness we trust.
And you guys are doing your own tracks, I see.
Actually, we were going to, but decided that's not okay. So we work with Happy Cabbage, and they make some.
Fuck, that is their forte.
Bruh, they make the fucking alien rock candy rosin.
Oh,
I just got a gram of it.
Dope.
I try to stay away from that stuff because if I smoke that stuff, I can never smoke weed.
Those cartridges go. Those cartridges go fast. Let me tell you something though. They're worth every penny.
Dabber. I didn't get.
Right on.
Yeah, No, so to keep our brand more elevated. I mean, yeah, we could have ran BHO and been like some mediocre BHO brand, and then someone buys the brand and goes, it's a mediocre brand, So we just work with some of the higher end extract people and do products.
Happy Cabbage.
It elevates our brand.
Right. Absolutely. Sure. Absolutely.
I remember when Happy Cabbage first got into the business. And they would bring me the flour. They would bring me their flour, and I would always tell them that's really great. used probably a lot of salts to make that, and I'd grill them pretty hard because
you were harsh, dude.
But their flour was really good, though. It actually was really stony and always looked aesthetically pleasing.
I always liked their pre-rolls.
But when Thomas and those guys told me they were going to start going into the rosin side of things, and he would bring me, a couple batch samples here and there, I'd be like, this shit is the way to go.
Yep. I remember our conversation at
this is the way to
the
go.
Cannabis Club. We had a chance to talk with them. And
now, I have a little hard time with the price points at times. I don't have $85 just laying around to buy a grandma.
Oh shit!
rosin.
This shit was 100.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
you gotta get it. You gotta find the store and get a
you gotta
discount.
You gotta.
But think about something.
The old school discount.
Think about if you're an oil head and you're smoking a gram of that a day.
Yeah,
you might as well do coke.
Well,
no shit, right?
That's $3,000 a month, bro.
Yeah,
but you're never going to get a terpene profile hit like that. It really is a unique experience.
All right, we're going peanut butter bread.
I got to try it because it's one of my favorites.
All right.
My favorite cuts here. And I'll use your Wicked Kind lighter.
That's one thing I could never, ever figure out what we got here.
Peanut butter bread.
Whoa. These cats can sit here and smoke so many dips and be able to judge accordingly. Is it a one a day type of thing?
That's what we were thinking because it's, obviously we're smoking a ton of weed right here in a row. It's going to be hard to guess.
It's going to be hard to guess. I'll be able to, because I'm going to tell you a couple
but
I
can taste flavor profiles.
Yeah, you can taste flavor profiles.
Yep.
And
And I'm not smoking so big a hits where I'm getting fucking, my ass.
Yeah.
Hey, if any of you guys out there are cannabis judges or have been a cannabis judge, tell us how you guys actually went through. Leave a comment if there's comments available.
Yeah, if you want to do some chatting, you can go on and do live chat on YouTube right now.
Always figured maybe they test something every day or maybe like wait 5 hours. I'm not sure, but
I watched a documentary and
probably a pretty good job to have.
But this chick had pass that thing down here. He had slacked on her. I guess it'd be a good way to do it, and ran through 27 strains the day before the judging.
Oh, geez.
I was like, that's not cool,
and that's not fair either to the people
who fucking did all the work.
Yeah, who grow the
because
product.
after the first 3 or 4,
you're done.
Yeah, I'll be able to. After this one, I won't be able to tell Dick from.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I could take little tasters and taste the profiles, but I'm not going to be able to tell the difference in the highs.
No. Yeah. Whenever I did a review for Dope Magazine or any review I ever do, it's always the first smoke of the day.
Yeah.
And it's out of I will clean my shit the day before and make sure that everything is fresh and ready to rock and roll. Okay, so peanut butter breath.
Play, though. Yeah,
I'm on it. What was your score, bro?
Wait.
Yeah. My guess for the peanut butter breath? Yeah. I was going to say 26.
Oh, we lost our sound. We're having so many technical difficulties.
Today's just been crazy. Oh, man.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay, so 26 was not correct for peanut butter breath. I'm already high, so it doesn't matter.
That is a great profile of flavor.
Are you going to do like the Price is Right and undercut me by $1 or go over by $1?
Pretty much what I did last time. Worked out pretty well in my favor.
Playing the game. All right.
Okay. It's coming on. I feel it washing over my brain from the back to the front.
Oh, jeez.
This feels like a 28. Feels like 28 to me. I know which one he's reaching for.
Can you guys believe that that's 18%?
Oh, wow. That's good.
One thing I wanted to talk about too is
that's the terps.
Terpene profiles. Our weed test anywhere consistently between 3 to 4%.
Okay.
Which is high terpene profiles. So recently, I know that a 20% high terpene profile is better than 30% with no terps.
It's basically a sliding scale.
Because I know my body, and my body needs the terpene profiles to really, I've smoked 30% with no terpene profiles. It's got no crystals, no smell, no nothing. It says, it's 30%, but
Don't bounce your table.
We
No
need a
taste.
can of cast 420 ashtray.
Yeah, we do. We
That
one of those.
was amazing.
All right, sweet. So let's
Yeah,
do.
I always told my customers, it's a sliding scale. You either got super high terps or you're going to have really, really high THC. But the reason you want those high terpings, THC as a molecule in a sativa will make us very excited, appetite suppressant, and it really active in the head. In an indica,
Yeah.
This is
nice.
the Beazle.
Diesel.
Yeah.
So, going back to what you were
no, I was
just
saying,
saying.
in an indica, that same molecule THC will make us sleepy, sedative, and empty the fridge out. One chemical cannot do all of this,
And they all
Yeah.
affect every single person
Right.
differently.
So the terpenes are the carrier, the carrier pigeon that kind of takes the THC into different parts of experiences, and so both of them are very, very important. You don't necessarily need a super
Smell
high
that.
THC to get a good reaction.
I like that.
Just
Those
think,
smells.
you know,
Ooh, which one is this?
cannabis is like our DNA. There's
Is this
still
the mint?
so much to be found out about.
Which one is this?
This is the Beazle.
Oh, that's why I'm smelling the
Oops, sorry.
gassy gas.
You know, it's like our DNA sequence. There's going to be, they're always finding new cannabinoids, and there's still so much to
Right,
be.
CBG is
found.
the new hot one
Yeah.
this month, and a couple months ago it was CBN.
Yeah.
I like to say N for night.
Yeah.
It's very, very good for sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Are you guys doing any
Night.
CBD products or anything?
We
like
have a whole hemp CBD product line.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Is
Yeah.
that available nationwide
Under
or
the
just in the
Wicked
state
Kind
of Oregon?
banner, it's just about to be launched. It's been in the developing stage, and it's going to be, non-dispensary business.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys fucking around with that new Delta 8 or whatever that is
I
nowadays?
don't think they've messed with that yet.
State of Oregon's getting a little twitchy, so
Yeah.
that's probably
They
why
are
you're
getting a
staying.
little twitchy.
Stay
So-
away from it until they figure out what they want to
so
do
thi-
with it,
this
I
is
say.
the Beazle. I like the
Beazle.
flavor, the profile, the aromatic profile.
Real gassy.
Yeah.
What's the cross on?
It's the Sour D, and let me double check so I don't.
Oh, I think we just lost our feed, boys.
Sour D by Shark Haze.
Nice.
What's your strength of your internet here? I think giving a good strength.
What is the internet?
This JJ one.
What do you know?
I don't have the password.
Uh,
I was just wondering if it was giving you a strong signal.
hey, what about this?
Well,
you ever
shit.
tried to run it off a hotspot?
Well, I'm running off my laptop because we're trying to, as long as I could connect to the hotspot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hotspot.
Yeah. So,
The password for the hotspot is wicked kind 1%.
don't give out your password. We're live.
Everyone's just
Stoner,
in, hey, big
stoner.
boy.
It's all right. I'll just turn my hotspot off.
There you go.
Oh, that's
Are we
funny.
back on it?
Yeah, it looks like we're back.
All right, hey guys.
Just some technical stuff.
There
you
we
know.
go. Hotspot's working.
Yeah.
Did you hit hit that snapper, bro? Let's see what you think.
Yeah. Did you hit it?
Yeah. man.
How was
I-
it?
I
Awesome.
gotta just empty it out, I think.
I got it.
All right.
Tastes great. I mean,
Now,
Uh,
pure sour diesel almost hits me like tequila. I get like very, very aggressive on it. So we'll see what happens.
Yep. It's definitely a.
I think the last time I had some sour
it's-
diesel, I
you
think
know what's cool
So
about
Fresh is sour
is-
diesel
is
just
the
blew me
sativas
away.
we got, where everyone over where we work or, plays music, does art, so
Creative, up in
creative.
the
Yeah.
cerebral.
It's very similar to when I worked at Vulcan. A lot of creative, really good people there. I mean, we have so much fun working. It's almost a sin.
Guys, this stuff just smells amazing. Sometimes you take a crack of nuggo, but you just wake up like smelling coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
That's what this is like.
yeah, that's
Man,
always nice.
sometimes I come to work, dude, and you got all of these smells at once, right? And it's just like, whoa, this building smells amazing.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm trying to connect. I have a hotspot as well. We're trying to connect to that. It looks like it's connected. I mean, we're on YouTube right now. That's good. I think we missed our window though for our live shows on our other platforms when
I'll come back. We'll do
Yeah,
this
we'll
again.
we'll make
This
sure.
is the drive. run.
This is the very first time we really broadcast from this room. I mean, we did one little test where we made finger puppets and hand puppets on the wall, but other than that, we hadn't really tested it out. But
dude, you know what we should do is in rock and roll weed show.
Rock and roll.
Have fucking.
So have you guys heard of the band Bongzilla?
Bongzilla.
No.
Yeah,
this is what I'm talking about right here, dude.
I like it.
I know this kid Jay Crash. Crash Assailant Records. What up, Jay? Knew him since he was like 14, right? He used to come watch our band play all the time, and we're at the Warped Tour playing, and I have these backstage all access passes, and he is just sitting there just wishing he had one. So I just go, here, dude, you can take mine, bro. And he has become a big time person in the punk rock scene ever since that day. He runs a label. He's acting tours. He's brought in a good friend of mine's band, the English Dogs from England. He did both their tours last time. And the funny thing is he was traveling with one of my original drummers in my band, NAR, which we just regrouped and are starting again.
Oh, right on.
And they didn't know it. And then later on, they were like, holy shit, we both knew you. And we that didn't come up to them. But
it's a small world.
So
man.
Small world. He distributes this band called Bongzilla. They're like all about weed. And their head Sabbath.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
They're really cool.
Man.
What I was going to do is try and show you guys their...
I love that shit, though.
Try and show you guys their record album, because it's got really cool, old school... You know, I'm way into records. Justin knows that.
Yeah. I've even tried to talk him into doing a podcast about spinning vinyl. You know, just coming in playing some punk rock records. It'd be fun, man. I'd love the name. I'd love the Clockwork Orange artwork stuff.
Shout out to Ground Zero too, because Jay plays bass in this band.
Okay,
that's dope.
Yep, and the first band he was in was called Valiant Effort, and we played with them back in the day. Here's the Bongzilla cover.
And for those of you,
Jesus,
not watching,
you go look at that for a while.
Just so go check them out. Bongzilla is the name of the band.
Yeah, they're on Facebook. They're from Weedsconsin.
Wisconsin.
That's the name of the album. Is Weedsconsin.
Weedsconsin, heavy psychic sound.
Let me tell you, that album cover is psychedelic.
This would be a band we could definitely do something with, because they are wanting us at Wicked Kind to sponsor them with clothing.
Well, we do when we do the podcast here. Since this is like the dry run, let's go ahead and talk about it. When we do shows, bands in the other room, and then when we're ready to rock, they can just start playing. You know, and put the camera on them, and then it'll be all golden.
Let's try some triple.
So, I mean, the cool thing is that this is kind of a multi-function studio. So, sometimes we come to you live from the Talkcast PDX studios, which are in beautiful Portland as well, and sometimes we come to you from the Gras studio for CanadaCast 420, just because this is where they can smoke down and have a good time.
Don't believe the hype. Portland's still beautiful.
It's still beautiful. You know,
even when it's 116,
even the nicest looking homeless camps anywhere. I got to tell you. So, you know, in some places it looks like South Africa shanty towns. You know,
but
that's everywhere, bro. I traveled the whole state, and it's like, everywhere, every city, I mean, there's parts of you that is scary. Walking Dead, dude.
I was down in Coos Bay.
I feel
this
fucking
weekend.
bad because we know that these politicians are fucking stealing the money, because they get millions and millions of money and they don't help these people. Period.
Yeah.
Nothing changes.
I was down in Coos Bay for the UTV takeover, which shout out, that was an awesome event. But you know, obviously, I was knee deep in Trump country at that point. But I was talking a little bit about, you know, they found out I was from Portland. Like, oh, that shithole, and I'm like, Portland's always been a shithole. I grew up here. And then, 1900s, we had the Shanghai tunnels. People were getting fucking tracked and racked, and there was opium dens all over the fucking place. And then the 60s and 70s was fucking heroin alley.
Yeah.
80s, shit, man. You only went down there for fucking condoms, just burned out wasteland of heroin. Oh, God. Prostitution was everywhere.
Came to town for concerts because
it was nice for about 5 or 6 years in the district. But again, growing up, let me tell you something. The Pearl District, the police didn't go in there after dark.
Gnarly.
Yeah.
I lived on Nordo Parkway in 91, 92
Wow.
with Choppy Omega when we were building Burnside. Dude, I laugh at the Pearl now. I was like, that place was a fucking ghost town, scary place to be.
What was that high rise that was just a bunch of fucking artists that were living in the same building? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know. I remember.
That was the coolest place to hang out.
Because we were really, I was looking at buying a loft there before it became like this hip, cool place.
Excuse me.
But I've always been a dude that can't, I grew up in the city and I love the outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as I had my opportunity to go to the mountain, that's where I went. And I've been there for
that's what I did.
30 years, man.
When I grew up in Seattle, but I live out in
That's
Key
lovely.
Center area, Key Peninsula, Gig Harbor area out that way. But as soon as I got old enough to take off, I took a job, like my first radio job outside of Seattle was in Juneau, Alaska.
Nice.
So I was like, fucking see you guys later. I'm going
That's
to fucking...
why I hit you up. Gate Death, that band from Alaska.
Yeah. But I got there and it was like, this is what I've been looking for. I can ski all winter and I don't have to be rich, right? I can there's weed, there's everything I want sports wise, and the only way out is by boat or plane. So I know I'm not getting a bunch of crazy people. And I got to be honest with you, when I moved there, it was kind of nice because there was a lot of women to men.
Oh, yeah.
In Juneau, for some reason, there was a lot of women. And when you're a young 24-year-old guy, even though my wife and I were kind of dating on and off, it's kind of nice to come into a small town like that.
My wife went up there 2 years ago and got second place in the Denali Highway sled dog race.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
See, that's cool because
the only dude that beat her is that dude Jesse on the TV show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, "Who's this chick? Where the hell did she come from?"
So I spent 20 plus years up in Alaska, and then I grew up there a little bit as a little kid too. That's what drew me there to begin with. And I got to tell you, I mean, dog sled
Capital
teams. I know so many people that do that. I've covered the Iditarod, 12 years in a row.
Nice.
I've been to some small towns.
Dude,
I've been to Nome. I've been.
You got to definitely talk to my wife about
that
stuff because we've been doing it now for 11 years.
Cool.
Here on the West Coast, she's one of the top racers in the 6-dog class. She just won the Eagle Cap Extreme. Funny story. We're out there. She won the Eagle Cap Extreme. We're driving home and come on the race. COVID.
Yeah.
Oh, no
COVID's
shit.
coming. This was January. And I literally felt like, those movies? We felt like we were in one of those movies. I was like, we're out here in the Wallala. Should we just turn around and hide out?
Fuck yeah, dude.
We're all going to die.
Oh, it was fucking nuts, bro.
So what do we have coming up with the future of Wicked? What's the
Yeah,
plan,
what's
man?
going down in
This next year at least?
Greentown?
Well, now, that the restrictions are lifted, you can catch me doing some of the most insane vendor days at local shops. Got our website, www.wikikind.com, for up-to-date information on that. The restrictions are lifted within the next, I'd say, week or I'll be posting my tour dates, and we're also going to do a custom I think we're going to do a Motorhead font tee.
Sweet.
With all the dispensaries on the back go to. It's more like a custom concert tee.
Yeah.
I did that for my snowboard shop.
We
it
should
was
have
a
the Old
hit.
Stonies come and broadcast, and you'll get a different
I think we
rig
should
up.
combine vinyl and weed into a podcast too.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
There's got to be a way to do that. So
Because
I think we should just do it.
I got title to bring down.
I'll just plug the record player.
What do you guys think about that? Oh, wait.
Oh, the triple chocolate? Oh, yeah. Fuck, okay.
Okay, you go
this will
first
be
this
my
time.
last
I always
guess.
go first.
I am going to think that was a good solid 22.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'm going to say that was probably 21. And I got 21.
You're both right. It was 22.
All right. All right.
I'm
Good
two out of
guess,
three,
guys.
two out of
Good
three.
What do you think of the look of it and the smell of it?
I really enjoyed the taste of it.
Really,
It really
like,
that
really
chocolate,
frosty.
that chocolate phenol really comes
You
out.
can
on
really
it.
see, like, there's no like seed pods or anything like that. It's really,
Purple.
yeah, it's
No,
really nice.
if we have weed that turns out like that, we waste it. We don't even try to sell it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I know a lot of
good.
guys that probably run that. You know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
we
Like-
run it. Well, that's what we call wasting.
Right.
Yeah, you're
Hey, that's
wasting
what
the
I
You
used to
definitely
do.
don't
I
get
used
the
to turn
money out of
trash
it.
into cash, baby.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, we should get you some. I have some shirts that say "Blunts Waste Weed." Those are pretty good.
And while you guys are at it, check out the website. And Justin's been working really hard on the new T-shirts.
Yeah, those
I,
are all
I threw
coming.
down some ideas at him I thought were
Smell
pretty
that.
funny, so we'll see if they make it. But yeah, there is merch to help support the
Yeah, correct.
help to support
So
the bros.
If you go online to budtendershirts.com, we do limited runs of T-shirts. So we change the designs up every couple weeks, but we have a couple regular favorites on there, like the Funkin' Go Nuts. And the ones that just say weed on them. I don't know why, but people just like
just love that shirt.
It's a green hoodie and it just says weed
Oh,
on
you
white
guys
letters,
wanna
and that's
see-
it, man.
you
And
wanna
I
see
love it.
something
I love
funny?
you guys
Check
for loving
this
that.
out.
But budtendershirts.com, we'll have some more cool shirts coming up here in the next week or two. Buy one and support the show. We appreciate it. And then go to canacast420.com and also check us out on Talkcast PDX as well. That's your local community network and live streaming palace over there. It's really nice.
We're gonna do a. I wanted to do a most hated question run of the T-shirts, like the stuff that we used to hear all the time. What's your highest THC? What's your cheapest ounce?
Yeah. So those shirts are coming. Those are pretty cool. And just so you guys know, we're almost done with the program. We only got about 3 more minutes.
All right, let's do this last. I was going to show you one of
Put
my
some more weed in here.
one of the guys I looked up to growing up was my Uncle Jerry, and he was a big cannabis guy back in the day. You know, when people.
Back when he gets some serious fucking jail
Yeah,
time.
so I have a picture of him. I can't find it now, but he's got this big, round, probably like 5 inches round, and with the pot leaf on it. And this is from '78.
Yeah,
It says,
my favorite.
"If
One of my
you don't
favorite
like
years.
it, get fucked."
Nice, yes. And what was his name?
His name was Jerry Smith.
Uncle Jerry.
Uncle Jerry
We
all
love
need an
Uncle
Uncle
taught
Jerry.
me taught me taekwondo, taught me karate, kickboxing,
In the way of the
Uh,
weed.
turned me on to Thin Lizzy, Black
Hell
Sabbath,
yeah.
Nice.
Led Zeppelin, fucking
So that's cool, man.
Rainbow, UFO. I mean, this guy was the man. I looked
That's
up to
cool.
him. He passed away, and
You load me up a bong hit, pass that weed sling.
Hey,
I
out,
wanna
and
clean that one out. I
We'll roll out of this show the right way.
Yeah. So
hey, thanks a lot, guys. I look forward to coming
Thanks
back.
for letting us Christian the studio.
It was
yeah,
good to
sorry
see
we
you guys.
had such technical difficulties. You know, we always hope for a smooth program, and when that kind of shit happens, it is
Check us out at www.wickedkind.com. You can purchase gear, get updates. Now that I said now that the restrictions are over, we're going to spend a couple days updating it all to where we're going to be and what's
That's cool.
going on.
And I got to
That's
admit,
awesome.
if a fucking farm has its own clothing line, it's probably going to be a pretty awesome vendor day because you're going to have probably quite a bit
Dude,
of threads to hand out.
Here's what I do at vendor days, everyone. You come to where I'm set up, you purchase the product in the store, you get free t-shirts, free hats, free patches,
cool shit.
stickers,
That's what it
knowledge
should be
of the brand, it's just a good time.
That's awesome.
done.
That's
We like
really
that.
good.
We like that.
I usually sell out whatever the store I'm at. I usually sell all the product out while I'm set up because
Gotcha.
I mean, if I'm a consumer and I go in and I meet someone and they're like, "Hey, if you buy my weed, you get a free T-shirt." You're like, "Okay, that's a discount. I'm
Yeah.
doing that."
Yeah,
There you
right.
go.
And oh, by the way, it's good weed.
Yeah. Excellent.
I'm not slinging
that's-
teas because I got swag.
We're very
Yeah.
lucky. We're very lucky
Very
that we're in
lucky.
positions to where we actually can work for companies with products that we enjoy
Exactly.
and that we
Oh,
actually
yeah.
believe in.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have to fucking just take anything that comes our way whenever we're
You
looking
know,
for work.
if,
We
if
have
there's
friends that
someone
we go
out there
to.
struggling to find work, find something you love and somehow turn it into working. Because I skateboard in music, and I
Yeah.
just turned it into working for Volcom, which was skateboard and music combined. And oh, by the way, I learned a lot from them, which helped me later in life and going into whatever I do. You know, if you're happy when you wake up and you're like happy going to work, there's a big difference. Even if you're not making the money that you think you deserve, if you're happy doing something, in the long run, it all pays off.
Passion always breeds results.
Passion
Good
always
words,
breeds results.
Good words to live by. Tim Snail from Wicked Kind.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming by the Old Stoney's podcast. We apologize, everybody, for all the technical difficulties. Yeah, we'll get those bugs.
We'll get this shit dialed in. Even growers need to dial in their rooms, man. It's
That's what I'm saying. But of course, also check out talkcastpdx.com. Lots of great programs there. From Citizen Smith to Channel Weird to Keep on the Grass, and we got the Loud 100 over there as well. Plus, Canacast 420. You can check out all our great shows as well and all the things we're doing. It's just a good time here in Portland. Don't let anybody. Until next time, for Matt Cristione, this is Donald saying, and for Tim saying, on smoking.